Alright guys, I'm the Flat Rate Master, and today we're going to compare the Snap-on rebranded Portasol and the Power Probe butane soldering irons. Alright guys, the Snap-on sold on the tool truck. Now this is actually made by Portasol. If I can get it open here. And as you can see, I have owned this tool and used it a bunch. This was my go-to soldering iron for a long time. See if it lit. Now, a couple things online I've heard. If people complaining about tank issues on these. I haven't had that problem, but because I am a cigar smoker, I know how to treat butane lighters. So I think honestly a lot of the issues people have is what's called the tank gets filled up with inert gas. Now in every bit of butane there's always going to be some inert gas, stuff that doesn't burn. And it's always going to be hard for it to get out because it's not burnable. As it builds up, you will lose more and more of your capacity. So you have to take and purge it out every so often, get all the air out, empty the tank completely to make sure. Just take a little screwdriver or something and purge out any gas in there and refill it. I've done that for several years now and have not had a lick of trouble out of this tool. Now, a couple things I really like about it is this stand. When I'm soldering 4 or 5 wires, I like just being able to put it aside and start soldering. Now, this isn't a soldering video, but as you can see, it gets rocket hot, which is a good thing. The faster it heats up the wire, of course, tin your tip, keep it tinned. Of course, everyone comes with the stupid sponge. I don't use that. I use this brass. I actually bought this from Radio Shack. It's just brass steel wool. Allows me to clean the tip, keep it clean. But I've enjoyed this tool. You can buy it on Amazon for like 80, 90 bucks, something like that. Really good tool. I highly recommend it. I do recommend you buy some really good butane. The cheap stuff just winds up causing problems, so don't cheap out on butane, get the good stuff. Of course, it's got multiple tips, heating tips, small torch tips, etc. They're kind of all the same. Mostly you're going to use it for soldering and heat shrink. So I really enjoyed this tool. I also got the Power Probe to back it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut this one off, let it cool down. Now the Power Probe, the tips on it are a little different. Now this one does not have any sort of stand. So it works a little different as far as there's no stand, so I have to take this out, prop this on, and let it get hot. I don't like that as much, but it's a pet peeve. So now obviously switching on the Snap-on, that was a little hot, by the way. You pull this off and the tip comes out and you swap in a new tip. No tools required unless, you know, it's rocket hot like this one. So with the Power Probe unit, Now, as you can see, it also has gotten fast pretty dang quick. So, obviously you can see the tip on this one is not as oxidized, just because I've been using it more because it's new. You know, new tool, you got to use a new tool. So, now on this power probe, the tips are changed with these little wrenches. Little more cumbersome and kind of a pain in the butt, but they're not coming loose. So it's kind of one of those, you know, whichever one is easier for you or anything like that. So one thing about this one is I think the porcelain ceramic heater that's up here, the white, is a little more fragile on this one than the snap-on, because I know a guy that broke that, but just don't drop it. So out of these two, personally, I think you can't go wrong with either. The only thing is, don't spend the money for the snap-on label. Buy it on Amazon. It's under the Portasol name. You get literally the exact same kit as this, except that doesn't say snap-on and that doesn't say snap-on. So Portasol on Amazon, good tool, good tool. Pick whichever one you like the most. But hope you liked the video. Hope I gave you the features and benefits of both tools, so you can make an informed decision on what soldering iron you're gonna buy. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, appreciated. If you didn't like the video, thumbs down. Tell me why. Subscribe. Again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, guys.